Hello, my name is Nadia Shirin Moffett. I am 28 years old. I started an organization 3 years ago, the Queen's Foundation. It's a statewide nonprofit that prepares underserved young women, particularly girls who are first in their families to graduate high school, onto higher education and leadership. That's the goal for the girls that come through our program. We serve 171 girls across the state of North Carolina, and we're growing. I am a graduate of the University of North Carolina, Greensboro, with a bachelor's in marketing and information technology, and I just received my master's at High Point University in nonprofit management and leadership. My reason for starting the Queen's Foundation is quite unique. I actually noticed a problem in the community, definitely in middle school and in high school. But by the time I got to college and was a residence assistant for an all-girls dorm, and I saw that girls who came from great homes and from broken homes all had the same problem. They were lost. There was a lot of substance abuse, promiscuity, and what I call lack of vision. And these things that I saw stemmed from an issue that was taking place in their early years. What were the role models that they were seeing growing up? What looked cool and what didn't look cool was the inspiration for how young women aspired to grow and the woman that they decided to become. And I saw that need, and I saw an opportunity to work with girls at that development age and really steer them in the direction to understand that to be a woman is a wonderful thing, and we can go about life in a way that puts us forward and helps our community and our families. Starting is the easy part. Sustaining and developing is definitely the hard part. I had the privilege of really getting a catalyst or something to really help push me in starting the organization. I was crowned Miss North Carolina USA in 2010, and that afforded me an opportunity to meet a lot of people and build relationships with people, maybe even in my existing network, to really help me grow the organization in a very short period of time. In 3 years, we've been able to raise revenue in excess of $100,000, which I think is excellent. We had a 250% increase in revenue just last year alone, and every year it's just going up and up. And it started with identifying key people in my network that I had either met as Miss North Carolina USA or had built that relationship over the years, and saying, will you be a stakeholder in this initiative? They were my own individual mentors, but they were also women who sat on our original board of directors. So I think the first thing when starting an organization, of course, you have to identify the need, and there was a high need for a program that we were going to offer. Then you had to find other people who believe in that mission and or believe in you. They may not believe in the mission, but they may believe in you, and that's just as good. And surround yourself with those people, mentors, people who can help you identify resources and opportunities, and who've already kind of have done what you plan to do to kind of lead you in the right direction. Our goal for girls who come in our program is they become leaders in their careers and their communities, and they go on to higher education. So I guess that the higher education comes first. But at the same time, we're building them to be leaders now and in the future. There's 3 main components to our programs: Leadership Academy or Leadership Development, the Service Learning, and Mentoring. And for our girls who come through our programs, we pair them with mentors. Some even get paired in professional internships. They get awarded scholarships through our organization, as well as through partnering agencies and universities that we have relationships with. And then we give them all of the experiences so they become very competitive. And what I mean is, when a girl finishes our program, she has a fat resume to differentiate herself from other students who are applying to these top colleges and universities. She has the confidence to know that she can do it because she's already overcome so much within our program. She's able to speak eloquently about her experiences and what she can bring to the table, to that university, to the school, or to that scholarship. So I think where we hit it on the head is that we're surrounding girls with excellence. Excellence meaning the other girls that are in the program, we all have a culture of excellence. The way we dress, the way we talk, the way we walk, it's a culture that we've created. I think being an entrepreneur is the hardest thing you can possibly do. I truly believe it's like you kind of have superpowers, because you do what most people are not willing to do. Not able, but not willing to do. I have literally worked 24-hour days before, meaning no sleep. Probably tonight I'm going to be here very late because I have a big presentation with a firm tomorrow about sponsorship and partnership opportunities, and it's already 5 o'clock, so I'm probably not going to get a lot of sleep tonight, and that's okay. You have to be willing to do what you need to do to get it done. As an entrepreneur, you have to be a visionary, but you also have to be a worker. Our ultimate goal is to become an all-girls school, a live-in school where girls can eat, sleep, study, work, and develop from middle on to the time they're ready for college. And so that is our goal. 5 to 10 years, where do I see myself? Leading an all-girls school academy, a live-in school for girls. And that's really exciting. And when our board decided to do this, and we just brought on a new board member to really help us strategically with that goal in mind, everybody immediately said yes. That's the big step for the Queen's Foundation. That's where we're headed. And we're starting now by developing girls long-term outside of the schools and building partnerships with the schools. As an entrepreneur, I'll be honest, I do not have a very balanced life. I'm working on that. I am working on that because I'm recognizing if I don't, I will experience burnout. I will age prematurely. So I am working on having more balance, and what that means is making and forcing yourself time. Sometimes that's not going to happen. Honestly, if I have a huge grant due and it's between me, sleep, or going to an event with family, more than likely I'm going to get that grant done, because I also recognize as an entrepreneur I'm making sacrifices for the success of this organization and the young women that will come up after. So I have kind of identified my life, or this phase of my life, somewhat of a sacrifice. For me, the things that I like to do, outside of work, are what are just some interesting things about me. I love eclectic music. People who know me know that I listen to world music. I listen to music without lyrics, mostly because a lot of the music out here is just damaging to the brain. So even when I'm in the office, I like to listen to music that some people would even call weird. I would say I'm a little weird. When I'm outside of work, my favorite thing to do is watch movies back to back to back on my couch with a blanket on, and my cotton clothes. I love to work out. Haven't always been able to do it as much as I like, but I'm back on that regimen now, and I love spending time with my family. For someone that's wanting to start out in the business, I think it's really important that you understand what your goal, what need are you meeting, that there's truly a market demand for whatever it is you're offering, or that you can create one. And you need to surround yourself with people that have more experience than you do. And those are two really important key ingredients when starting out. I also think that you have to be able to say to yourself in the mirror, I am willing to do what most are not willing to do. I'm willing to sacrifice the next 5 years, 10 years even, to get this business where I truly want it to be. Understand what your goals are and be able to measure them. Was I successful in what I said I was going to do? There are a lot of startups that fail in the first 3 to 5 years. And what really differentiates the organizations that succeed to the ones that fail is the leader. And the leader has to be strategic.